Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Um, I saw this SNL skit, and I wanted, it really obviously as a black woman, it struck me. I don't think I'm going to play I don't know if I can play legally, if I can play the audio, but I'm going to describe to you the the audio. What's going on in this scenario? Okay. So obviously work. This is a oh, you know what? Maybe I can play the captions. Okay. So, this is a SNL skit, and obviously this is a work setting, and these are the two bosses, and they said, "Thank you for coming to this mandatory HR meeting." This meeting is about dating in the workplace and consent. Okay? And as you can see, we have two quote unquote DEI hires, okay? We have an Asian man and a white woman. Okay? All right. I wish I could play the sound. And as you can see, they're talking about workplace relationships. And they're talking about their new rules about workplace relationships. And basically, what this Asian man says is you can ask your coworker out, but if they say no, you cannot ask them out again. Okay. And this typical white man stands up and he says he has a question. Okay. And he asks this white woman right here, he says, "Laurel, will you go out with me?" And she says, "No." Look at her body language. She's like, "No, ill." And then he is pushing the boundary. He's like, "So until it resets next year," he's basically like not taking no for an answer. He's like, "Okay, so I can just," he's trying to rewrite the rules. And they're like, "No, it doesn't work that way." And he's like, "Yeah, I understand." And he's like he has to move on to the next choice. This is where the humiliation ritual for black women comes in. And I want to say, like, I don't watch mainstream television. I was at somebody's house and they put this on. This was a non-black person, by the way. They put this on, I guess, as a TV show that they like to watch, and they put this on, and I didn't say anything, but I went in my phone and I looked up this clip because I was like, "Wow, this is crazy." And so he asked this black woman, he says, "Carly, will you go out with me?" And she says, "I don't love that you called me your second choice," but she agrees to go out with him. And guess what this white man does? Guess what SNL told this white man to say? I don't know if this is how this would play out in real life, but this is the narrative that they are trying to push, that the black woman is the second choice. She knows she's the second choice. She doesn't want to be the second choice, but she still agreed to go out with him. And then this white man, he turned around and he says he actually doesn't want to go out with this black woman. And then he says, can he take her consent and use it on this white woman? And they're like, "No, that's not how it goes." Um, and I don't know, he has a question. They put a little bit of a weird black man in here because that could be true. And this is a gay man right here. And this white man is asking, could he buy consent via this gay man? And he gave him like $1,000. This was a very interesting clip to me, and I hope they allow me to keep it up. It's very interesting. And he's talking about how he goes to the strip club on his lunch break. And he's also talking about how he loves this white woman right here. Now, this is what SNL, this is the narrative that they're putting out, that he loves her. He thinks that she is very attractive. And he asks her again, even though she said no already. So he asked her again. She said no. Now he's back to asking the black woman again. And SNL has forced this black woman to humiliate herself again. And she says, I can't believe that I'm saying this, but yes, after I seen this man get rejected twice, and I know I'm the second, third, fourth option, she agrees to date him again. Like, black women, keep your standards up. I don't care what the race of a man is. You know, this is a fake situation, but have some self-respect and some dignity. And I even wanted to discuss, even when you're in the entertainment industry, when you have to be very careful what you do in the entertainment industry. You have to be very careful of the contracts you're signing and the shows that you agree to go on, because a lot of the times they're not going to pay you a lot of money anyway, and they're not going to want to portray you in the best light, especially when it's mainstream, mainstream white Hollywood owned networks and things of that. And I think he told this black woman, you want it too much. And so now he's saying he actually doesn't want this black woman because she is too easy, and he's going to use her to get with this white woman. This is a fake scenario, but, this is the scenario. And they're telling him, no, that's not how it works. And then this black woman right here stands up with this white man, and they have a question. She has been hooking up for 5 months with this white man in secret, and SNL told her, they wrote it in the script or however they do it, that she is his direct superior. So they're pushing the narrative that black women will go on the job and have positions of leadership and start relationships, and they're telling her that's a bad thing. And they wrap up the meeting, and apparently the black lady was going to give him a raise or something like that. So this is a humiliation ritual, in my opinion. This is definitely a humiliation ritual. And I want black women, when you're watching TV, and girls, when you're watching TV, don't just watch stuff brainlessly and laugh. I don't watch a lot of TV, so I don't know if maybe that's why it looks like jarring to me when I see these kind of humiliation rituals. But when I saw this clip, I was like, what in the fuck? This is strange. Also, if you're a Black woman and you want to be in the entertainment industry, please make sure you have boundaries and standards of things that you will and will not do. You need to you need to have boundaries, okay? That's all I have for you guys. I just wanted to share this clip. I thought it was very interesting, and I hope they allow me to show it, even though I didn't show the audio. I did show the video. I hope they let it slide, and tell me what you guys think about this. Now, one thing I will say is Black women are supposed to be seen as the lowest human on the totem pole in the whole wide world. So I am very well aware that, you know, people are comfortable with that dynamic and they don't want that dynamic to change. So I'm very well aware that people may come on this video and they may try to gaslight me and say that I am not seeing what I'm clearly seeing. One thing about TV and one thing about the media is very intentional. They don't do anything on accident. So you can't gaslight me. If you enjoy this type of humiliation ritual of Black women, I mean, hey, that's you. Of course, you probably would. It makes you feel good. But me as a Black woman, I'm going to call it out because I see what's going on. All right. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and definitely subscribe.